husband proposing to the top actress, she was shocked to realize that her husband, who always pretended to be poor, was actually a rich second-generation heir. The reason her husband married her was merely to find a cheap woman for his amusement. Upon learning the truth, the woman was devastated. She never expected that her husband not only didn't love her but also treated her as a mere tool. In order to marry the actress, he declared that he would divorce his wife immediately. Hearing this, the woman became completely disheartened. After all, in their 5 years of marriage, under her husband's deception, she worked 3 jobs a day just to pay for her husband's critically ill father's medical expenses. Thinking of this, she felt that her 5 years of sacrifice had been wasted. Yet, she did not expose her husband's lies. She simply put down the delivery package in her hands and left the room silently. At this moment, she could no longer suppress the pain in her heart. She broke down in tears. Unexpectedly, her husband heard the noise and came out. Not only did he fail to recognize her, but he even ordered someone to drive her away. Yet, as he watched her departing figure, it felt somewhat familiar. However, he never realized that the woman before him was his wife. The woman walked down the street in despair. Thinking back on her 5 years of devotion to this relationship, she deeply regretted it. But just when she felt most helpless, the CEO, who had admired her for years, unexpectedly appeared in front of her. The moment she saw the CEO, she was overjoyed. However, overwhelmed with emotion, she fainted. The CEO looked at the woman in his arms, feeling deeply distressed. He immediately took her to the hospital. When she woke up, she found that the CEO had been by her side the whole time. She was deeply moved. After learning about what she had been through, the CEO took the opportunity to invite her to join his company so she could pursue the research career she loved. Seeing her husband's true scumbag nature, she decided to live for herself from then on. So, she accepted the CEO's offer. Then, she returned home to divorce her husband. However, her husband showed no concern for her being out all night. Instead, he was flirting with the actress. When he saw her return, he reluctantly asked where she had been, but the woman ignored him. She just silently packed her luggage. Seeing this, the man sensed that something was wrong, so he stepped forward and questioned where she was going. Seeing that she didn't respond, he confidently assumed that she was leaving because she despised his poverty and didn't want a hard life. However, the woman immediately exposed his wealthy background. The man was slightly flustered upon hearing this, but he quickly denied it. Instead, he coyly asked her where she was going. When he learned that she was going abroad, the clueless man was actually delighted, thinking that she was just going for work. Little did he know that she had no intention of talking to him any further. She directly took out the divorce papers and asked him to sign. However, the husband refused. But at that moment, the actress called. She claimed that she was sick and needed the man to come over, so the man lied, saying he had to go to work and was about to leave. But the woman grabbed him. She stated that he couldn't leave without signing the papers. Helpless, the man had no choice but to agree to sign. He believed that his wife loved him too much to actually go through with the divorce. Little did he know that the moment he left, the woman signed the divorce papers. She made up her mind to disappear from his